What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. Today we're going to go over 7 cornering mistakes, and there is actually going to be a good one at the end. It's not a mistake. He actually did really well. Anyways, we're going to go over this because if you're having trouble with your corners, maybe this will help out. All right, cruising through. Went a little wide. Looks like an off-ramp. Oh, hit. Oh, he's guarding his junk. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. Yep, some pain there. Here we go. We're coming up through here. It's an off-ramp or an on-ramp. A little too fast. Instant deceleration. Thankfully, we slammed the brakes beforehand. The reason why he's grabbing his junk is that the moment he hits, his body slides up onto the seat into the gas tank. And what's the first thing that's going to hit the gas tank? Right here. His pee-pee. So this is how you can get an open book fracture, a traumatic open book fracture in motorcycle riding. When you collide straight into something and you do the sudden stop, you can slide up and then break your pelvis right open. Okay? Don't Google traumatic open book fracture. This is exactly how it can happen. And that's why he's guarding, because he's got pain. So hopefully at minimum, he's just got some soft tissue injury, maybe some bruising, hopefully no exploding testicle or anything like that. Hopefully no damage to the cartilage inside his wee-wee. Hopefully none of that stuff, and then definitely, hopefully, not an open book fracture. But that's exactly how it happens. Don't Google it. Don't Google traumatic open book fracture. Don't Google degloving, traumatic degloving of the leg or foot. Don't do that. All right, here we go. Going around, having some fun. Twisties, going about 40 in second gear. Not too bad. Oh, we low-sided. Now, why did we low-side? I can't really tell here. Rookie mistakes on his Yamaha MT-03. It looks like we hit some, maybe our peg. That was the noise of our left peg scraping, which means that we were leaning a little too hard, a little bit too far. If we dropped this down to 35, maybe we wouldn't have had to have leaned so far, but it is what it is, and we low-sided, and he's got gear. So it happens. Stuff happens. Try not to take it super fast. Road looks a little crappy. Found an escape, hit a fence, and dumped the bike.
That he was definitely too tired to ride the bike. Still, he decided to keep going, which ended in a fall.
Oh, yeah. He found an escape, though. Still not good. So he said, Motostar said, one sec, there we go. Motostar said that he was a little too tired. So after a long ride, you have to think. I mean, just even think, you go to work by like hour 2, right? Your brain is dead. You know, imagine, at the end of the day, your brain is just completely fried. Your decision-making abilities are just kind of low. You're exhausted mentally, and now you have to drive home, right? You're driving home, and that's why you get that highway hypnosis. That's why you're not really paying attention. It's the same routine all the way home. You don't even pay attention. So when it comes to like a ride like this, if we're out on the bike for like an hour through the twisties, we might get mentally and maybe even physically tired, but mentally tired. So we finally come home. This is why most accidents and crashes happen within like a 3-mile radius of home, especially towards the end of the day, is that we're tired. We're making mistakes now. We're not making proper decisions. Our skill set's kind of getting thrown out the window. It's like drinking and riding, right? So when we're getting up to here, it's like we could have made this turn if we just slowed it down. We probably already knew we should have slowed it down. We already done this turn many times. We already know. We've just been riding for 2 hours. We've handled much harder turns than this. But our brain is tired. Make mistakes. Be very aware. So how do we fix that? So when we're out riding, we have to just be aware that we're tired. It's like, hey, I'm tired. Okay, now that I know that I'm tired, I know that my brain is not going to be working as well. I know I'm going to probably be making mistakes. I need to actually focus on this. I need to tell myself to focus on the riding. How about I make it easier, though, by taking it a little bit chill, taking the ride a little bit easier. Maybe if we're having our phone on our mounts, we're listening to music on our cardos, instead of like super high speed, high beats per minute, let's listen to some chill stuff. Something, maybe not even anything. Let's not listen to anything. Let's just listen to the road. Let's listen to the wind. Let's listen to this. And just go through the corners a little bit easier. Chain slack. Here we go. Going around a corner. Nice and easy. Very good.
He wasn't ready for.
Oh, okay. He's not ready for it? He's going pretty chill. 63, probably kilometers. Probably going 35. Here we go. Oh, that's a sharper corner. So if you noticed, uh-oh. Yeah, once you hit that gravel, you're gonna slip and slide out. Okay, so we get up through here, right? Okay, going on straight, right? I want you to pay attention to the actual turns.
Way too fast into
Easy
the
turn,
corner.
right?
It wasn't
Easy
ready.
turn. So we're thinking in our head, oh, these are easy turns.
Target fixation.
Going through another
tried
left
to be
turn.
crawling. What
Oh,
happened
easy
here?
turn. You see how it's like wide? And then we get up to this one. This is where complacency kicks in. Easy turn, bunch of easy turns. This one's gonna be easy turn. I'm gonna maintain my speed. I can keep going 60 because I did 60 on those turns, this turn, that turn, this turn. Now we're coming up to here and I'm gonna do 60 on this turn. Oh crap. It's a lot sharper than the other turns. And now I'm wide. Every turn is its own individual challenge. And that's the cool thing is that you made 10 turns back there. They're easy or whatever. I was going 60 kilometers an hour, 10 turns. I got 10 checkoffs. 10 checkoffs on a turn. I am good on this turn, good on this turn, good on this turn. I have 10 successes, 10 successes, 10 successes. Perfect. Now we're coming up to this next one. I want to get an 11th success. Now, how do I tell if it's sharper or not? Well, this one you can see. Let's go back. You can see
This rider was
all the way through the turn.
fast
See how you can see all the way?
Right, he
Oh, come
clearly
on, camera.
wasn't ready.
See how you can see all the way through the turn? Pretty much the whole time.
Target
You can see
fixation,
all the
tried to
way
be crawling.
through the turn. It's the crest of the hill, but you can see all the way through the turn. Now here, how come I can't see all the way through the turn? Because the text on the top? Yeah, I get that. But how come I can't see all the way through the turn? Oh, maybe it's sharper. It's blind now. We have something obstructing our view and it curves even further. I can't see through the turn. I should slow it down. I can't see well. I'm going to slow it down. If you can't see well, if you have your eyes closed and you're running, what are you going to do? Run? You're going to slow it down. You have your eyes open, you're going to run? Yeah, you can see where you're going. But close your eyes in the middle of a run. Now you're naturally, instinctually going to slow down, right? I can't see through the turn. I'm naturally going to instinctually slow down until I can see through the turn, which would be right there, and it's still turning. It's still turning. So once I can see a little bit, I'm going to give it a little bit, maybe roll off throttle, give it a little, whatever I need to do. That turn keeps going. So complacency will get you. All right, freaking idiot cuts me off a motorcycle on Blood Mountain. How you doing, Zach? All right, we have right there. Look at that. Look at that sign. Sharp left turn, and then it looks like the other sign means it's gonna be a sharp right turn. It's kind of like a U-turn. So we have sharp left with the chevrons aiming to the left, which is what we're doing right now. Pretty far leaning, and then we have a sharp right turn after that. Friggin' idiot cuts me off a motorcycle on Blood Mountain. If you've been on the road for any length of time, even if you read the DMV book for a driver's license, it's in there. But if you've been on the road at any length of time, you know that trailers, whether it's a semi or a flatbed or whatever it is, they need room, especially in turns. Okay? So if you're going through a turn and you see a trailer, give it space and pass on a straightaway when they're in their lane, because they are going to cross the lane a little bit. It's not that he meant to, he probably needed to, and that's just a common thing. Write in the comments if you drive a trailer around or you know this already, because to me it's common sense that that's going to happen. I don't know. Moving on. Here we go. Oh, what happened, buddy? What happened, Lexa 6R? What happened? Let's go and take a look. Oh, it's your baby. Oh, baby bike.
No!
Yeah, there it is. The emotions came out. All right, so we're going through the corner. We hit something. You can see some gravel, little pebbles on the road. Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Now, how do we anticipate that? Let's go back a little bit. How do we anticipate that? Well, we're going 76. I mean, just look at the road. Okay, so right here. I'm picking it apart. It's hard to see sometimes. You have like a dirt road, right? So if people go in, they also come out. So they track dirt. They track a lot of dirt. When it comes to gravelly roads, the area of road that is all gravelly is the center, the sides, and the sides. So let's do an X. That's where the gravel is. Why is there like no gravel in these areas? It's because other cars, their tires are kind of kicking the dirt out and picking it up in the tread. They're kicking it out. So whenever I see a gravelly road, oh, I want to go back. There we go. Whenever I see a gravelly road, I don't hang out in the middle near the sides. I don't do that. I ride where the other tires typically go. And I do that during the rain too. That's what I do. Yoink. Yoink. Yeah, it sucks, but this is why we wear full gear. Just in case something happens, we miss it. Maybe we didn't see it because we were focused on the road. We just missed it. No. All right, we're going through the corner, having some fun. We're climbing the mountain. Okay, we got a turn coming up. You see how the road disappears? So oh, geez, what's around that road or that corner? Dummies. He almost dropped the bike because it's a little heavy. He stopped the bike hard. If this was me, I wonder if he's going to do it. I haven't seen this video. If this was me, I'd creep up, do a nice little slow speed, get around. I wouldn't go that far. I would get up here, slow speed, and I'd tell them that they're idiots. That they're idiots for stopping on the road around a blind corner, that they need to get off somewhere else. And if they say anything back, they're like, oh, it's a photo shoot. They start getting an attitude. I don't care. It's going to take off. It's going to take off. Stupid. All right.
Everything was right. The way that it was set up.
What do we got here? Rick's Royal Rides. Oh. Perfect example of what I was saying.
Whoa.
Yeah. Get a full face helmet. 3/4 helmets look cool. They're great. They're comfy. Nice beard. I love the gray coming out. But you're not going to be able to protect your face. Okay, so what I was talking about earlier is that you have 3 things that you could do when it comes to navigate active hazards. You can emergency brake, emergency swerve, emergency accelerate. Braking is going to buy you some time so you can make a decision whether to swerve, which direction, where do you want to go. And so what he's doing right here, this is really good, is that he sees the vehicle come out, he applies the brakes and realizes it stops, so my escape is basically my original path. If he kept going, his escape would have been a swerve where the oncoming traffic is to get himself out of there. But braking is what bought him some time. So we're coming up through here. Sees this, applies the brakes right here. So we're slowing down. Now, if this person kept going, because we're aimed towards where they're going, right? If they kept going, we could have swerved right. But if they stop, which is what happens here with our braking, it got us an idea of what's going to happen. We can continue our path. So don't try to rev bomb or honk the horn or do any of that dumb stuff. It doesn't work because they're going to do whatever they're going to do. You don't know what they're going to do. The only thing you have control over is if you can brake to buy yourself some time to make a different decision. Isn't that weird how that's kind of the same thing for life? Let's get a little bit into that. Is that you're in an emergency situation, a relationship squabble. Maybe somebody at Walmart, wants to check your receipt and it pisses you off. Who knows, right? Pause. Braking is pausing. Pause real quick. You're pausing. Now, what's the decision that you can make once you've done the pause? Do you go left? Do you go right? Do you say this? Do you do this? But you're pausing, right? Same thing with motorcycle riding. It's weird how it kind of works with life too, is that you're slowing it down to make a better decision, an educated decision with the skills that you've learned with motorcycle riding, swerve or emergency acceleration, emergency braking. When in real life, it's like you pause with the skills that you've learned with conflict resolution. Do you actively listen? Do you sit back and pay attention? Do you see if they cross the boundary? Do you defend yourself? Do you argue? What do you do? Use the appropriate skill set for the situation after you've paused and you're able to understand what's actually happening. Good job on this rider.